marching band percussion members, and our marching band performs throughout the fall, and some of our members decide, I want to continue this all year, so our percussion members do compete all throughout the winter and the spring. What's special about this group is that they this year competed in World Championships in Dayton, Ohio, and placed third out of groups from Massachusetts, California, Georgia, Ohio, and Oklahoma. So that's why I wanted to highlight that. We're obviously so very proud of the hard work and dedication that goes into a 5-minute memorized performance like this, and we wish them continued success in the future. I'd also like to take a moment to share some pretty good news, which is that for a second year in a row, our school district has been awarded the designation of Best Community and Music Education by the NAM Foundation. The districts and schools recognized by the Best Communities and Music Education Award demonstrate a high standard of excellence that other communities aspire to. HHSD was one of 935 school districts in the nation to receive this accolade. Thank you all for your support of music and the arts. None of this would be possible without the students on stage, the family members in the audience to support, and we're so appreciative of all of you. So just give us a minute here to finish cleaning up, and then we will introduce beginner band. Thank you very much for being here tonight, and we're so excited to share what we have with you. That, of course, was Eye of the Tiger. Thank you very much. Beginner Band is a lunch and learn group for students who maybe wanted to learn a new instrument. I had a lot of students approach me and say, I used to play an instrument, but I don't know if I want to join concert band. Is there anything else I can do? So that's why this group started. And I believe that you don't have to be in elementary school to start a new instrument. So it's really cool that we have a group that's growing of beginners year by year. And so now, up next, we'd like to bring up our jazz band, and then our concert band will follow. Thank you very much.
Good evening and welcome. I'm Mr. Kaczynski. I run the jazz ensemble here at the high school. We're just going to switch our third tune to the first tune. So our first selection this evening is D. Thank you. also Duarte on the drums. Nice Millar on the piano. Next selection, Soul Chicken, will feature Manny Patel on the alto saxophone. He sang Van Halen Jump. I encouraged him to sing as part of his 5th grade concert. And ever since then, you know, I kind of miss Anthony a little bit in between. He's come back and he's just an amazing, amazing person and musician. It's really nice to see how moments like that can turn into moments like this. We hope you enjoy his version of Come Fly With Me.
Weather-wise, it's such a lovely day. You just say the words and we'll beat the birds down to Acapulco Bay. It's so perfect for a flying honeymoon. They say, come fly with me, let's fly away. Once I get you up there, where the air is rarefied, we'll just glide, starry-eyed. Once I get you up there, I'll be holding you so very near. You may hear a whole crowd of cheers just because we're together. Weather-wise, it's such a cuckoo day. You just say the words and we'll beat the birds down to Acapulco Bay. It's so perfect for a flying honeymoon. Oh, babe, come fly with me, let's fly, let's fly. Back up, let's fly away. Pack a small bag.
One more round of applause. All the way around together. We're gonna have to work together for something.
Good evening and welcome again to our 2025 Band Spring Concert. We are excited to perform 3 major pieces of band repertoire for you tonight. The first that we'll perform is Chorale and Shaker Games by John Sedek. The work combines an original chorale tune with the traditional shaker song, Simple Gifts. This 10-minute long piece is the longest and most complex piece this ensemble has performed and features frequent solistic sections and time signature changes. Please enjoy a performance of Chorale and Shaker Games.
Stillwater by Kalaji Duncan. This work was inspired by the beauty of Stillwater, a small town in Minnesota. Dunton was inspired by the lake in the center of the town. During the winter, the top of the lake freezes, but if you listen closely, you can hear water underneath continuing to flow. This idea has inspired the composer, and he connected this image of the lake with our lives as human beings. We forget sometimes that there is much more to us than what shows on the surface. Please enjoy Stillwater by Elijah Dunton.
but it's also a tribute to the incredible journey of our band seniors. And I would like to share with you a message. Seniors, your unwavering dedication, countless hours of rehearsal, and the passion you have poured into every note have left such a mark on this program since I've been here. You've led with heart, you've mentored younger students, and you've elevated every performance with just your presence. As you step into the next chapter of your lives, know that your music, your spirit, and your legacy will continue to echo in these halls. Thank you for everything you've given. This band is better because of you. As I call your name, please make your way to the front of the stage to be recognized. Audience, please hold applause until the last name has been called. And these are seniors across all 4 performing ensembles tonight. Eric Reichner, Natalie Ward, Maddie Patel, Nick Bravo, Michael Duarte, Noah Millar, Justin Pellicone, Gabe Cass, Gabby Ward, Anthony Ramos Calderon, and Gabe Delario. This is a good photo opportunity if any parents want to get a picture. All right, 3, 2, 1. All right, thank you, seniors. And finally, we do have 2 senior band awards to officially give out tonight. The first is the Director's Award for Band. This recipient is a student who has consistently demonstrated exceptional dedication and musical excellence throughout their time in the program. This individual stands out not only for their technical skills, but also for their willingness to support and inspire their fellow band members. Whether through mentoring younger students, stepping up during performances and rehearsals, or contributing behind the scenes, they've earned the respect and admiration of both their peers and directors. The Director's Award honors their outstanding commitment and lasting impact on our band community. We wish the student all the best as they continue their education at Kutztown University studying music education. Congratulations to this year's recipient, Noah Millar. This award is the highest honor given to high school band members and recognizes the leadership and general impact a student leaves on their high school band program. It's an award that is given throughout the nation, and this recipient will join a list online of all of the other students who won the same award. This year's recipient is someone we can all count on no matter what. He always comes to rehearsal prepared and ready to work, and does so with an infectiously fun and positive attitude. He's worked hard over the past few years to foster a kind and collaborative culture within the band and effortlessly motivates others to achieve their goals. He's accountable, adaptable, and committed to continuous learning and personal growth. When I ask younger students who they look up to in the band, this name comes up again and again. We wish him success as he heads to the University of Scranton. Congratulations to the 2025 recipient of the John Philip Sousa Award, Michael Duarte.
Illumination is an energetic and joyous piece by David Mislanka. Composed in 2013, it stands as one of Mislanka's final works for wind ensemble before his passing in 2017. This final piece of our concert is dedicated to our seniors, composed with profound emotional depth and reflective power. It mirrors our high school experience, which has been filled with transformation, just as we now step into the next chapter of our lives. Let each note be a thank you, a celebration of growth, and a promise that our light will continue to shine and illuminate the Sea Wing after our graduation. Thank you for attending our spring concert, and please enjoy our final piece,